Hello and welcome back for episode 3 of my WWE save on TEW 2020. It's been a while since my last upload, and that's because I had COVID. Still do, but I'm feeling better now. But that's not what's important here, because what's important is that we get right into Monday Night Raw. But before that, to make up for the lack of uploads recently, I'll be doing a double upload today, so come back later for episode 4, which will be the Go Home SmackDown to TLC. But let's get right into Monday Night Raw. So we start the show with Mr. McMahon in his office talking to Adam Pearce. He goes, "Pearce, I got 2 matches I'm making tonight. Warm-up matches for Goldberg and that egg thief. So Goldberg is going to face a local competitor. You can pick who he faces. I really don't care. Make it an easy match for him. But that dirty, rotten, stinking egg thief, he's got to face Riddle." And Adam Pearce says, "All right, Mr. McMahon, I'll make those matches right away, sir." And the first contest of the night, we've got JTG defending his 24/7 title against Akira Tozawa. And he wins it. Crowd's not interested, which, when has the crowd really been interested in the 24/7 title match in the last months? So, accurate. And then JTG's celebrating briefly, and as he's running out of the ring, he's tripped by Dana Brooke, and she pins him and wins the 24/7 title. So Dana Brooke is the 24/7 champion at this point. We had Damian Priest in the back, and he's talking about Apollo Crews, and he's saying he won't be able to beat him, or Apollo won't be able to beat him at TLC because Apollo uses dirty tactics, and Damian Priest is just a real fighting champ. And Apollo shows up with Commander Aziz, and he says to Priest, he says, "We'll see who's the better man at TLC when I'm standing over you with your title." And then he walks away. And then we had Goldberg facing the local competitor who is Jigsaw. And Goldberg wins at 3:38 with a jackhammer. This is a squash match. And then after the match, Goldberg picks him up and gives him 3 jackhammers. Then, as Goldberg usually does after he wins a match, he's screaming and yelling. And his pyro goes off, and he's sweating so much that he's causing floods in the surrounding area. Then we got Tamina in the ring after commercial break. And she says that her and Dana Brooke were scheduled to have a match, and Dana better not chicken out now that she's 24/7 title. And 24/7 champion. She's not the title belt. Jesus. Then Dana does come out, and they have their match, and Tamina wins in 9 minutes with a Superfly Splash and wins the 24/7 title. Tamina's coming for all the belts. Short reign for Dana Brooke, but it's still a reign nonetheless. Then the egg thief comes out for his match with Riddle, and he knocks over his scooter. He says, "You're shit, you're trash, you suck, you shouldn't be here, you're ass, you're a loser." And Riddle's just pissed and also very confused. And as the egg thief's coming in the ring, he's still just going, "You suck ass. You are shit." And then they have their match. And the egg thief wins at 9:19. And he kind of gets in Riddle's face after the pit, says, "I told you you were shit." And then he grabs the mic, and he warns Goldberg. He says, "Goldberg, I'm not a pushover, and if you think you're gonna squash me like you did to that guy earlier, well, you're in for another thing, pal, because I'm gonna beat you, and it's not even gonna be close. And I'm gonna get my title, or not title, my contract, and I'll show everybody who I am." And then after commercial, they have Randy Orton and Angelo Dawkins in a match with Montez Ford at ringside. Riddle's not at ringside for Orton because he's hurt from his match. But Orton wins 8 minutes with RKO. Pretty standard match. And we got a new referee here. Brought in another referee to fill out the ranks. And then we got Becky and Liv talking backstage. Last week they beat the women's tag team champions, so this week they get a title shot, which is next. And Becky tells her not to mess it up for them, that they may be facing off at the pay-per-view, but that doesn't mean she doesn't want the tag team championships. And Liv says, I'll do my part, you just do your part, and we'll be golden. But then they lose. Rhea pins Becky with a riptide. She knocks Liv off the apron and hits Becky with the riptide and pins her. And Liv's kind of laughing at Becky as she walks up the ramp because Becky took the pin. And Becky just looks befuddled, confused, amazed, not understanding how she could be pinned. And then she goes, well, you're going to get it, Liv. And then in the main event, we had Big E taking on AJ Styles. And he wins at 18 minutes. That's a real long match with a big ending. I was hoping for a little bit better rating, but oh well. It's good enough. And after I clicked next segment, after the match, Seth Rollins comes out and attacks Big E, and he lays that title down in the middle of the ring, and he curb stomps Big E's face right into the title. And then he grabs it and he stands over him and he says, "This is my title. On Sunday, this'll be mine." And then the show ends. And we get a 70 rating. Nice. I'll take that. Alright, so that is the end of episode 3. Stay tuned later today for episode 4, and then TLC will come out on Wednesday. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.